Yeah, okay, excellent. And that's really well done for the first time. It's amazing. So one thing, you don't want to bend your wrist, okay? So that's the difference between a ordinary, like a pencil or a pen, you'd be bending your wrist and it's all down in the fingertips. This one, what you do is you squeeze your palm. Imagine that you have a lemon. You just squeeze your palm, especially on the vertical strokes. And what that does is it actually lifts the brush so that you can get, it steadies the brush too. So you have the most tension is right here on the palm of the hand. That's called te no uchi. And it's just like squeezing a lemon. And then, and also each stroke has 3 parts. Tone, su, tone, tone, su, tone. And you don't go too fast. So you want to make sure you have enough ink, but not too much. And now watch this next one. It has a lot of strokes. And this is down, cross, cross, down. That's the main things. Down, cross. Just remember the first one, the next one's opposite. Cross, down. And then this one is built this way. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So kaisho block style is a bit like walking gracefully. And gyosho is a bit like dancing. And sosho is a bit like flying. And they each have different kind of rhythms. So we talked about the key line and the rhythm. And for sosho, it's more like flying with pauses and swoops and flying.
From some like a few like, how do you say, strokes? Most of them are very connected.
Yeah.
Like almost all of them are like are very connected.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of curious though to how people back then thought of being able to do being able to, you know, being able
actually
to
read it.
well, not reading it is different, but like, you know, being able to write it and you know, being in part. And I feel like that's what the impression that I got when I was doing it. It's like, imagine like, you know, people back then having to write letters this way.
Well, remember
People like at first they think like all of them are the same, and the elements of like writing and the technique of using brush is the same, they think. But I suppose I witness right now the 3 styles is very, very different. Like the technique of using brush, even if like charging your you know, brush is very different also as well. And I think I realized the definition of like flying while like, you know, it's because, you know, it's like more freely, more like gives you like more freedom to your brush, like, you know, while drawing.
Yeah, thank you. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the gyosho better than kaisho because it's more like I can write rhythmical.
Yeah, it has a rhythmical. Yeah, it's almost musical. Yeah.
But it's hard to write the thing.
Thin lines. Yes, thin lines are very
lines.
challenging. Yeah.
And when I just finished all drawing these kanjis, and I satisfied my job. It's so amazing. I love this kind of like drawing, and actually I love this like dancing more, like in dancing, like dancing style writing. I love this, and why I love this, it's because when I draw this, my hands like the dancing, like I feel like so freedom in my hand just. And I like what the sensei said, when you're drawing, when you feel cold, just when you're drawing you forget everything. Then I feel it, and I feel it, so I feel I feel that my mind is like, I only concentrate this thing, so I can make it, so without any just someone screaming or someone like someone doing anything, like I only concentrate this one. So it's really amazing thing, like I can get lots of concentration, I feel. Yeah.